What's going on, everybody? It is your boy Baddog here with another New York Giants video. As always, I appreciate you taking the time to click on the video to hear what this loudmouth Italian has to say. Do me a favor, if it would please you, hit the thumbs up because it does help me out huge. Don't forget to smash that hype button because, again, I don't know what it does, but I like to see how many points we can get for the hype button. And like I said, if you like bad football and you like good rants, you're in the right place. So consider subscribing and ringing the bell, as we will have our therapy session later tonight where I live stream and talk about the game, and we all cry together and drown our sorrows in a beer. Maybe we'll do that tonight as well. Big shout out to Sleeper for sponsoring the video today. Go to Sleeper, check out a great promotion. You get a 100% match deposit bonus all the way up to your first deposit. Or I'm sorry, you get a 100% match deposit bonus all the way up to $100 on your first deposit. Link is in the description below. And not only that, they have an even better promotion going right now. No deposit required. Click the link, open an account with Sleeper. You get a free $20, no deposit required. That way, if you like it, you can still get that $100 match deposit bonus. Check out Sleeper. It's the fastest growing app there is. Almost 11 billion people are using it right now. Daily fantasy contests and all kinds of good stuff with Sleeper. So check it out. I needed to get that out of the way because I need to take a breath and talk about the New York Giants. The New York Giants are just an abomination of a football team. Yesterday's performance is just such a microcosm of what this franchise and organization has been for almost 10 years now. They have been the worst team record-wise. Maybe after the win against the Chargers, they're better than the Jets, but they're definitely one of the worst in the league without question. And it was just an embarrassing performance, and everything that the Giants could do to lose the game. It's what they did. They turned the ball over 5 times, including on 4 straight possessions. They dropped passes. Things got to change, man. Like, it's just really hard to watch this team. It's just such bad football. Week in and week out, it is just so tough to watch this team. Nothing is ever going to get better. And that is the problem with this organization. You don't see a future anywhere. Yeah, Jackson Dart had a tough game yesterday, but I'm not going to kill Jackson Dart. It was his second start. I do think Jackson Dart can play at this level. I do think Jackson Dart can be a very good quarterback. Cam Scatterbo had a really bad fumble. We were ready to score again. And instead of us getting 7, they got 7. It's a bad fumble. But I love Scatterbo, and I think Scatterbo is going to be a really good player for the Giants. Our pass rush was non-existent yesterday, but it was really good the 2 previous games. I think this pass rush is going to be really good. The problem is there's just something amiss, and it's got to be the coaching staff. I don't know what else it could be, but the coaching staff has changed for many years, and the players have changed, and the quarterbacks have changed, and the receivers have changed, and it's all bad. It's all bad all the time. Brian Daboll needs to be fired, though, and there's no question about it. And I was a proponent of saying you got to keep Daboll, the rookie quarterback. You know, we did this to Daniel Jones. He had one of his best years as a Giant when Pat Shurmur was his coach. They actually drafted Daniel Jones because Pat Shurmur liked him. They ended up firing Pat Shurmur, and Daniel Jones never had a career here. As soon as he left here, you see he's bowling out in Indianapolis. Well, it's very possible that the New York Giants do that to Jackson Dart. It's very possible they drafted Jackson Dart because Brian Daboll wanted him, and Brian Daboll's not even going to be here to develop him. We'll see which way Jackson Dart goes. It doesn't help that his teammates yesterday did not help him out whatsoever. Darius Slayton was embarrassing. That secondary is so embarrassing. They paid $100 million for Adebo and Holland, and Adebo looks awful. And Holland hasn't made one bit of an impact. Deonte Banks continues to struggle. Stupid penalties, just bad coverage. Tyler Nubin is just awful. I don't know what happened to this guy. I don't know what happens to the Giants. Their rookie seasons look promising, and then immediately their sophomore year, they just suck. It seems to happen to every Giants player. And it seems that every Giants player regresses until the time that they leave here, and then all of a sudden they become a superstar that the Giants thought they were going to be when they drafted them early in the draft. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. I am ready to pull out the paper bag and throw it over my head. I just don't understand. Like I said, man, for years and years and years, they're just they're so bad. They're a lackluster, poorly run organization that doesn't have the first inkling on how to build a team, how to coach a team. They don't know how to win. They do everything in their power to lose. It's almost like they intentionally lose. That is how bad some of the play calling is. That is how bad some of the execution is. That is how bad some of these penalties are. That is how bad some of these turnovers are. It is so bad that you watch it every week and say there's no way a professional football team can continue to make these same mistakes week in and week out unless they're doing it intentionally. That is how bad this team is. That is how bad this organization is run. And every week, it's something different. Whether it's, well, especially when it's been pretty good, but it's either the offense is really bad or the defense is really bad. We have seen multiple blown coverages, and the Giants defense, the pass rush wasn't there, but I like our front seven a lot. But that secondary is trash. And we have seen the Giants poor tackling lead to big plays, blown coverages leading to big plays. There's no way the Saints should have ever been in that game after we went up 14-3. And it's almost like the Giants took their foot off the gas pedal and said, we have this game in the bag. We won the first quarter. They're going to quit. Well, they didn't quit. But as the Giants started to lose, it looked like they quit. It looked like the effort on defense gave up. And why wouldn't they? When your offense turns the ball over 5 times and on 4 straight possessions, and almost every one of those turnovers was at midfield or in Saints territory. I'm pretty sure like all of them, 2 of them, I know Slayton was inside the 30, Scadaboo was inside the 15, Dart fumbled the ball around midfield. I forgot where his first interception was, and the second one he's trying to make a play happen, and that happened inside the 4, but that was near midfield. But you can't do that shit. Then the Giants do it all the time, and the Giants are not good enough. No, you're not. I don't care how good you are. You're not beating any team when you turn the ball over 5 times. When you have 100 yards in penalties. They had almost 200 yards in penalties against Dallas. It cost them the game. They have 5 turnovers in New Orleans. It cost them the game. They didn't make plays on defense in Kansas City when they had 2 interceptions to be had and a fumble recovery inside the 5, and they didn't get it, and they cost them the game. Well, I'm sick and tired of what could have been, should have been, might have been. Fuck that. They lose. That's what they do. They're proverbial losers. They have no clue how to put a game away. They have no clue how to play with confidence. They have no clue how to make a play when it needs to be made. They have no clue how to win a football game. None. There's always something that trips them up. And sometimes it's all the above. Bad coaching, bad execution, bad tackling, bad coverage, bad blocking, bad fumbles, bad turnovers. That's why you suck. That's why your winning percentage is about 25% over the last 8 years. It's fucking pathetic. And it's awful being a fan of the Giants right now. It is really bad. In all my years of watching Giants football, I never thought it'd be this low. I just never thought it'd be here. But as I said in my post-game video yesterday, I can't ever pick this team to win again. And I know I say this every year. And every offseason, I change my tune. Oh, they're going to be better this year. Oh, it's going to change this year. They fooled me this year really bad. They really fooled me because they actually looked halfway decent in the preseason. Normally, they look like shit in the preseason and just kind of figure that's going to carry over to the regular season. This year, they actually look different. This year, there actually was a different feeling and a different aura around the team. But guess what? The era of good feelings was over when they lost to Washington. And then, again, they have a big win against the Los Angeles Chargers, who for some reason can't beat the NFC East. And then they throw it all away. You had a chance to go 2-3 against a quarterback that's never won a start in the NFL, against a team that was 0-4, against a team that led a game for about 4 minutes total this year, and you got your ass whooped by that team. I put it on Twitter, the Jets and Giants, man, these two teams are so pathetic. And I don't dislike the Jets. I actually root for the Jets if the Giants aren't there. But the Jets and Giants are so pathetic that during the preseason, we as Giants fans gave Jets fans shit. And Jets fans were mad about it because that's all we have between these two organizations. Is we have to beat each other in the preseason, or we have to brag about a regular season win. Both of these teams are winning 4 fucking games. What is going on with MetLife? What is in the damn water behind me in the Hudson River? What is it? I would say fix it, but I have no clue how to fix it. Where do you begin? Because they've been trying to fix it for 8 fucking years and nothing changes. It's all different parts. It's all different parts all the time, but that engine still runs like shit. It's a new engine. It's a new chassis. It's new brakes. It's new brake rotors. It's new shocks. It's new axles. And your car still runs like fucking dog shit. It is hard covering this team. And because of what I do on here, man, I got to talk about the Giants like 6 times a week. They don't make it easy. They don't make it enjoyable. They really don't. It's not enjoyable rooting for this team. No Giants fan can be satisfied with this. We don't all agree on how they should run the team or who should be the coach or who they should have drafted or why they did this or why they let Saquon Barkley go and why they did this and why you paid him that. We may not all agree on that, but one thing we can agree on is this brand of football fucking blows. And we're all sick and tired of watching this team shit the bed every fucking week. I know I am. I don't know how to fix it. I'd say do better, but they can't because they don't know how to. Anyway, that's all I got in this video. Appreciate you watching. Enjoy the rest of your Monday. I'll see you later tonight. We'll talk about it live. And Bad Diggy Dizzle, I'm out. Peace.